Great. Okay. I'm trying to make the screen smaller. All right, so this app, Craig and I did this the other day. It's actually really cool. Can you see my Get Paid HME app user guide up on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, we're good.
All right. Logging in, you're going to use your strategic AR email and password, and I'm going to go ahead and reset everybody. So your email will just be your ABC email, and then I will reset everybody's password and shoot you all a message what your temporary password is.
So the username will be their ABC Healthcare email.
Correct.
Okay.
That's first name, period, last name, ABC, that's
Yes.
And Craig, do you have the app up over there?
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you're logging in, and it does not, unfortunately, store your email address in there. You have to retype it in every time. Which I did ask Ashley if they could add that feature in there to save our passwords. So she was going to get with development and see if that's possible.
Anybody got any tickets? Anybody got some tickets for today?
Okay, so I had to step outside and handle this conversation.
All right. So the first thing you'll pull up is My Deliveries.
Which is this? Everybody see that?
And these three little dots right here, there's options. There's My Deliveries, there's Retail, and then there's a Settings button. So you'll go to My Deliveries. You can pull up all the sales orders for today and load them in, or you can scan them as well.
So you can hit the little search button right there, and it has.
And as I move down, you'll see it.
So here's where you can do it. You can take the sales order. Everybody knows what the sales order is on. The sales order number is on the sheet. Or you can tap the scan button right here. And you can see the little picture window right there. That's where I could scan anything I wanted. Okay. So you don't have to enter the info unless you want to. Everybody's phone has a camera. Just take it, scan it over there, and it will populate the sales order.
Sales order has a barcode on your ticket. Just get it so you got the barcode right in your camera, so it's full. And you push the button and it'll pull.
So, for example, like if you have 5 stops today, before you leave as part of your pre-trip, you'll basically set your tickets out on the table. You go to the little thing to load your deliveries. You'll scan, and it will populate. Matter of fact, Kim, who's got stops today?
I got it.
All right, Michael's going to give me a ticket to scan.
Okay. While we're waiting on that, once you scan it, it will populate, and you have where you can call the patient. Or this right here is when we make the delivery, and I'll go over when we click this button what it looks like. But you can call the patient directly from the app.
Okay.
You can be doing this in Apple Shadow?
Yeah. Because let me explain something to you guys. If we're not collecting this money, okay, you're getting your paycheck. If you're not collecting this money that the patient owes us, this is a for-profit enterprise, okay? Everybody got a mortgage to pay, bills to pay. So if you don't collect this money, okay,
Barcode is what we're looking at.
then you're doing a disservice to everybody. So it's making everything twice as hard. So, for example, here, this is for Logan Ward. I'm going to scan Logan Ward's sales order number. And where's that? Right there. Bam. Okay. Get populated with the sales order number right there. I'm going to click done. There's Logan Ward. Okay. All right.
All right. So once you're loaded, you'll click over to the delivery button right here with the hand with the box. This button actually will show us a lot of things. The first thing to know if you scan something wrong or you're not going to make that delivery, if you scan left, you can remove the delivery off. If you scan right, it will keep the delivery on and it will go to that page. So once it's in there, say Michael Baldwin loaded it in his, Craig can't load it into his app at the same time. So if someone else is going to deliver this order, then you need to release it off of your app. Does that make sense?
I mean, you need to delete it off your app.
Right.
So to do that, we'd be back onto the main page, which says Logan Ward, and we can move right or we can move left. So if we move left, it'll take it off. If you move right, you can move into it. Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
And we probably will do this because we do change orders during the day as well.
So we need to release it from
Kim and Roger occasionally will football stop. So.
I just know I've talked to Amy already on the DME stuff. Auto pay should be set up and the payment should be collected before it comes to you all. So the matter of collecting up front should be the rarity and not the norm. Does that make sense?
So if everybody that's secretly freaking out over this is one more thing I got to do, rest assured that it's been pretty good so far that you haven't had to collect very much money. Okay. These customer service girls at the point of intake have done that for you for the most part. So set your fears aside.
All right. This is linked directly to Brighttree. So if there's a delivery time loaded into Brighttree, which I don't think we're doing, it'll automatically show up 12 a.m. It'll also show you how many days old the order is. All right. We talked about searching the barcode. Pull it up. Patient icon. Delivering it. Sorry, this is a little out of order. All right. Once you're in here, once you're in the app and you've went to your delivery, this is what it will look like. You've got the patient's name up top, the sales order ID, this little blue icon right here with the 3 next to it, that's any notes that's on the sales order. Okay. The amount due on the sales order.
There's the notes. Tap that button.
Okay. So on this one, you can see that auto pay is on. And e-delivery is not. So auto pay is something we are doing company-wide, and we are requiring each patient to have a credit card on file. This way, if the patient invoice does not get paid on a rental item, we can charge the credit card when it is due. This should be turned on at the point that the customer service rep has talked to the patient. If it is turned off, when you all go deliver, ask them if they would like to turn auto pay on, but I do not want y'all in a face-to-face situation forcing the issue. You know what I'm saying? So just ask the question. If it's turned off, would you like to turn auto pay on? If they say no, just accept it and, take the payment. If they say yes, you will click this auto pay button and it will turn it on.
What I would say is if you go someplace and they don't have auto pay turned on, say, this is how you would explain it. Well, ma'am, this would save you from getting a bill if we had a credit card on file. So any outstanding amounts on your account will be billed directly to your credit card. I'll save you from getting a bill in the mail.
And they get 20 days notice before their credit card is charged. But they should know all of this information before you all deliver. And here I say should. So everybody's been trained on having these conversations with the patient. E-delivery is so the patient would receive their invoice by email versus getting a paper invoice in the mail. All right. On this patient, you can see there's 2 checking accounts set up already and saved in there. And sometimes they'll have credit cards saved in there. When they go to pay their balance of $15.60, if they would like to use this method of payment, you would just click pay.
Okay, lady.
If they would, sorry, everybody keeps walking in here today. If they would like to use a different method, you would hit credit card, e-check, and if they're paying with cash or check, you would hit cash or check.
So, and I might be jumping ahead, but I'm gonna get to the cash thing. People who pay by cash, you can hit the cash button to pay by cash. Let me put an amount in there. You have to put an amount. You hit cash. Okay. Amount collected, cash. You put the total dollar figure in there and you hit collect. Now, if you did a check, there, Jody, there's a section for check for notes, right?
Yes.
Okay. You could actually put the check number in there. I don't want to go too much further over where to actually put this on this account, but
Right.
you'll be able to figure out where the notes are to add the check number. If you don't forget, it's not a big deal. It's still going to get applied directly to this person's account, and we'll be able to figure it out from there. So the check number is important, but not crucial. All right. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. All right. So they can pay with a method on file if they already have one on file, or we'll hit credit card, e-check, or cash. Right here, where we've got the notes. If they say the patient is supposed to pay a different amount than what is loaded in here, we can edit the amount with this edit button right here. So if it says it's $2,500 and there's a note to say the amount on the sales order is wrong and they're supposed to pay $25, just edit the amount right here and type in 25. There are card readers coming, so they will plug into the bottom of the iPad or the phone, whatever, which way you're going to use it. You would click credit card and you would scan the credit card. Right now, we're going to have to manually enter them. They should be here today, though.
At that, here's where you put up the credit card reader. Okay, we're going to hit manual entry. Take it a minute. Billing address, yes. To complete your secure transaction, please enter credit card information, submit. All right, so.
Now, Jody,
Yes.
when you're taking a credit card payment, you got to make sure, I mean, a lot of times it may be the daughter paying for the mom. The billing address is the billing address from a credit card, right? Just like the old school. If
Correct.
daughter's paying, the billing address is going to be the billing address on her credit card.
As long as we're scanning, if we're manually typing, yes, we have to worry about the zip code being matching her credit card.
Yeah.
If we're scanning, it won't ask that information because we have the card in front of us.
Sorry to that.
Yep. So I just
And we should all be scanning going forward with this,
Yeah.
hopefully.
So I hit manual entry. There's a transaction amount of $1. You type in the credit card number, the month, the year, the CVV number. That's a little 3-digit code, or if it's Amex, it's on the front.
And I
Then
don't think on the app it asks you for the zip code.
okay, and then once all that's hit in there or put in there, you hit submit, and it submits it. I actually did one myself because I bought a shower chair for my dad, and it's, I mean, literally took me like maybe 2 minutes to do it. Just that simple.
With the scanner on your app, all you're going to have to do is scan a credit card. If you have to manually go in. Those of you guys who had taken payments before, like the old ABC account, it's a card number, the billing address, and then the number, the routing number, and the date. So it's the same system. It's pretty easy to put it in.
And after you hit submit, a pop-up will pop up for the patient to sign.
Yep.
All right. E-check. You're going to do the same thing, except you're going to enter the routing number and the account number. So the routing number is always on the left, and the account number is always in the middle.
At the bottom left-hand corner of every check. Start with the routing number and then the account number.
Yep.
If you all have issues with that or don't know, I'm sure we could take a picture of the check and shoot it to me or Craig or someone, and we could tell you exactly which one is which. I don't see a shortcut on the app where it tells you where the routing and check number is. It does on the actual website. Cash or check payment, you're just going to click if it's cash or check. This will give me a daily report to know how much cash or check we actually collected out in the fields. And that way it'll get posted to the patient's account.
The good thing is this links the payment directly to the patient's account. No, I mean, if it's cash or check, you're still going to need to put an envelope with sales order number on it and everything. But there's a double check. Okay, it lets somebody know that, hey, you collected that payment. Okay, so that we just need to say what happened to it between it coming from you to here to Hanson, right? But credit cards is usually the preferred method of payment, and it directly puts it directly into the patient account. It's just.
All right. If the customer's not signed up for auto pay and they're going to sign up to auto pay, you're just going to click the auto pay button, but it does require for them to sign off on it. It's just like signing a credit card. They're agreeing that we're putting a credit card on file and that it will be charged on the invoice bill date. We can email the receipt after a credit card's processed to the patient, so they have a copy of it as well as us. Once the patient's enrolled in auto pay, they'll also get an email for that. If you need to enter notes, there is a notes button, and I'm able to see it out of any report out of the AR dashboard.
Michael had a question.
Can we email, once it says that the payment's confirmed, once we hit submit and it's confirmed, can we email that to them?
Yeah, it's right here on the confirmation page.
Yep.
You can add the notes, and then right here it says email receipt. The email address should already be loaded in there. If it's not, you can add it. And then you would email them the receipt.
Just on another note, it did not email me my receipt until the credit card processed. Okay. Which was like, I did it on Friday. I didn't get the email until Monday. Okay.
If they want something in writing, you guys got it. So just put pay by the amount and the date, and that's, you don't have to put their account numbers or anything else. Just put it right on the account. Say, "Man, here's your receipt." Just put it right on the work.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get too much kickback on this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If you do, let me know. We do not have to worry about retail payment, so I'm going to skip over this section. Auto pay, as we talk about it again. So you're just going to click auto pay. If it's the save method, you're going to choose that method just like you were taking a payment. If it's a credit card or an e-check, we're going to manually enter it or swipe it. And then I don't know why this is so out of order. When you go over to this 3 buttons, we can also get to history. And it will tell you all your orders you delivered for the day, for the week. We could set up a time frame if you need to go back for any reason. You can void a transaction, but you cannot void a cash or check transaction. So say we swiped the credit card and the amount was the wrong amount. We entered it for $25 and it should have been for $10. We can come into history, go to that patient, and you can void a transaction by swiping right. In settings is where you can set up what your delivery history is. You can blind carbon copy yourself on any email. So anytime you email a patient a receipt, you can carbon copy yourself so you know they got the receipt. You also can change your password here. All right. Any questions? Feedback?
If you don't have some questions, it's going to be your own fault when you get out there and you can't figure out how to use it.
when the patient goes to sign their name, they can sign it directly on
Yep.
iPhone?
Yep.
Okay, because I know that.
Because I did. I came up for me to sign. I signed right on my iPhone. And it actually turns it sideways and you sign and submit.
Okay.
Do we have to use this every time, every day, or just only when we?
Yeah, that's correct. Go ahead.
What you need to do is your orders in the morning. Open the app, scan them, see if there's anything due. Okay? The only time you're really going to need to use this app is if there's anything due.
To collect?
You collect. Yep.
If you're told to collect or collect something there, that's when you're going to go into this. Other than that, in the morning, you're going to scan all your tickets so that you're in. Amy, you're not expecting these guys to go out there and somebody has a $20 back pay. You're not expecting these guys to try to collect it, are you? Or are you?
No. I'm working with Amy on getting anything that, like, we shouldn't be putting orders out with anybody with a past due balance.
Right.
But we have. So I don't expect, because they have face-to-face interaction, I don't expect them to be forcefully collecting anything. So
Yeah, we're not.
the only way they would collect something old is if there's a note on the sales order that, hey, can you please collect this at the time patient is aware or something like that.
Jody and I had this discussion because the customer service girls are supposed to be checking these accounts for past due balances. If they have a large balance, they'll try to collect that over the phone. Sometimes people are funny. They want to give you a check. That's fine. Collect it then. Our goal is to not have you toe-to-toe with the patient. They're going to give me my money. Yeah.
No, not at all. And same thing with the auto pay.
Now, you will collect the money, and you'll have some people that will readily be happy to give you the check or the credit card or whatever. This is just going to make that process more seamless. So, but the moral here is get your tickets, scan them in the morning, see if anything's owed on them, okay? And that way it answers all your questions. You don't have to come to me or Michael, hey, do I need to collect anything on this? If it shows up on that sales order that you got to collect it, then it's not been collected, then that's your responsibility.
And that should be in the instructions. Please collect copay of this and that and everything.
Yep.
Correct, Jody?
Correct. And Amy just had a team meeting with her staff this morning too, to make sure the notes are going on the sales order.
What do the guys do at the end of the day? Say they have no copays that they had to collect or anything. Do we need to worry about taking these out of there?
So you could.
I would take them. I would swipe them out of my deliveries, so that way they're not held up in the app in case something has to go back out or anybody else has to pull it back up.
So what I'd like you guys to do is, Kim, I want to start with you today. We're going to scan what you've got, and then the next time, tomorrow it's going to be Roger. Thursday it's going to be Bailey. We're going to take you individually, and we're going to scan the stuff, and we're going to go through the motions and make sure you know how to do it. So for the next foreseeable 2 weeks, you might not have to collect anything, but it'll get you familiar with the motions of getting the stuff in there, seeing if anything need to be collected, and then getting rid of that order out of there if you didn't need to do anything. Brenda?
So in the morning, it's probably going to take you let's just say 5 minutes, open up your app, scan all your tickets and save them. At the end of the day, when you're done, if you don't have anything done, go back into the app and slide them all to the left, right?
Yep.
Slide them off to the left and that'll take them out and they'll be gone.
Yep. So,
It's like 10.
5 more minutes of your day.
yeah, exactly. So I'm going to need to see each of your phones to put the stuff on there so we can get you all set up. And Kim will be mine today. And like I said, Roger tomorrow, Bailey, then Rico and Chris, I'll get you after the fact. All right.
Again,
I think after you get in there, you'll realize how easy it is. It's hard to explain it to you on a computer screen.
Yep. It's super simple. And again, you won't be doing this a whole ton, but it is. I will tell you this: if you have this app now and you don't scan the tickets and you miss collecting money, that's on you.
but you'll know. It's going to be on the ticket and you'll know.
Yep.
How many guys have collected money besides Rico in the last 2 weeks? Anybody?
Nope.
Anybody?
So there you go.
It is going to take 5 more minutes of your morning, though, to scan your delivery tickets in the app. And then at the end of the day, you're just going to take them out.
Yep. All right. Is that everything, Jody?
That is everything.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.